Hello! Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to today's stream on the Lotro channel here. Let me get the closed captions going. We have a handyman who's working in the house today and it's throwing us off a little bit. So running a little behind. Sorry there everybody, but let me see. I think I'm all together. The cats are also a bit out of sorts. They don't know what to do. So we've been trying to keep track of them. And one of them is upstairs, probably where he doesn't want to be, but we'll hopefully he'll make his way back down. Anyway, well, we though are in Middle Earth, so we're gonna run around here. And so I hope everybody's doing all right today. Hopefully you can hear me. I know my sound settings, somehow my system has decided to swap two of my microphones, but I did some testing and this should be good. Interesting. Let me stop the closed captioning and start it again. There we go. Okay, we'll give that a try. It went gabong, so hopefully that will work. Hey, hi Aaron Bard. Hey, he's just right. Good to see you, everybody. Before, of course. I know he's here because he's here. All right. So throughout the year, you know, Lord of the Rings Online, they do different events. And so there's an event happening right now called Ill Omens. And it's a skirmish-based event. So every day there's different omens, ill omens that show up in different skirmishes, and so you've got to go and find them and defeat them, and you get tokens for that, and then you can turn those tokens in to get some cosmetic pets. There's some cosmetics you can get, and you can also get, oh actually I don't have to, there I put it in my sidebar, these bat whirls, which have a bunch of bats flying around you like that. So very silly thing. And if you do enough of those bat whirl consumables, then you get a permanent skill that you can do that to yourself anytime. So again, very silly stuff, but that's what we are working on because it only comes around once a year. And last year they didn't even hold Ill Omens. So we are like, well, we've got to get on this. All right, so where should I meet you? Are you already at the skirmish camp? Okay. Okay, I will teleport us. Actually, I have a milestone set to South Bree. How about you?
I think it's going to take the stable master.
Oh, okay. So I think Affadil is going to take the stable master over here because you can get to South Bree by swift travel right here. Sure, I'll do the same thing. Why not? I went ahead and set a milestone. That milestone right there. This milestone right here. So I could also have ported myself to right here. So you need to go to a skirmish camp, and there's only like 3 of them that have the person you're looking for. So you're looking for Netta Pineleaf here, or Pinleaf. She is the bearer of Ill Omens. So that's who you need to talk to. The question in chat from GJ Pates is west of Bree. It's actually, we're here in the south of Bree, down at the bottom of the screen over there. West Bree would be up there. So if we went to Westbury, we would have ended up at this stable master up here. Now, you can take the stable master from Westbury down to Southbury. It's a swift travel, though, so I think you might have to be VIP or a certain level to be able to use that. But yeah, the far-ranging stable masters that you find in the homesteads, I'm not sure where else they exist. But they have the travel to Southbury, just like we just did. So yeah, that's right. As before says, now I understand why the far-ranging stable masters connect to Southbury for Ill Omens. Of course. Why else would they? Hang on a second. I'm going to put my sweater on. It's a little chilly in the house, but I was warm because I was walking around. But now I'm chilly because I'm sitting down. So we'll just adapt. This is why layers are important. All right, so the first thing you want to do if you're doing this event is you want to talk to Netta because she has a ring over her head. And of course, we want to talk to people who have the ring over their head, right? Yeah, posture check, sit up straight. So she has this quest here, Skirmish Assault. Today it is Shadows of Dol Guldur. So she'll have a different quest for you each day over a 4-day rotation. So each day it's one of, it'll be day 1 and then day 2, then 3, then 4, and then it cycles back around to the beginning. So, and each server might not be on the same day. Like we are on Treebeard here and we might be on Shadows of Dol Guldur, but if you go over to Crick Hollow, they might be on, the Moria set that we had yesterday. So it's definitely one of those where if you are trying to catch a specific rotation, you might, if you're on multiple servers, you might end up having to not just rely on the fact that it's going to be the same people on each server. All right, here, let's get this, a little bit of this out of my face. Okay, so let's take a look at what she has for us.
Please stay a moment.
So her quest, she says, hey, I've heard tell that the harbingers of the dead have been spotted by the elves encamped outside Dol Guldur. So every day she's going to try and send us off to where these ill omens are showing up. And so she says, hey, we've got sightings of them outside of Dol Guldur. So let's send you over there. She said, there's no telling what we'll face in that old tower, but I know we can do it. So we need to complete, so we have a series of objectives listed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, that's the cat. He's meowing to figure out where we are. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that. Now, let's see.
What do you
on
need?
that. So if you forget what she told you, you can click on her and you say, where are my efforts needed? And she has that same list there, but you should also have it here. Yeah. So this is the quest that I just picked up. Notice it's level 75, so I'm level 75. And let's see, what do we have in the red? They can be found in the following skirmishes. So it names the skirmishes for you as well as being up above. And now it says you only need to complete 4 of the 5 listed to advance this quest. So that's usually the way it is. Like you'll have a list of more than you need and you get to pick which one you don't bother doing, basically. And you'll get tokens in that from the instance, but you won't get them once you complete the quest. But you'll get, anyway, so we'll come back to that. Okay, so there's some questions in the chat. Can you do these solo? And will the level change to match you? So, as before, it does mention in the chat here, yes, you can absolutely do these solo. They are skirmishes, and so skirmishes generally can be run, as before says, 1, 2, 3, 6 person, and a couple of them are maybe 12 person skirmishes. So, yes, you can definitely do this solo. You don't have to do this with other people at all. We like doing them together because our skills from our classes complement each other well, and the way our play style does. So we tend to do these as the two of us together. Sometimes like we'll have a kin member come, or a couple of kin members come, and so we'll do them as a group. I think I was talking to Weirwillow earlier. Yes, she may be joining us for the Ill Omening. In fact, let me send her a quick message. All right, so we may be running it as 3 people, or 3 characters, 3 here today. Yeah, so we'll come back to that in a second. So, and Agarthur says, yes, all of them can be soloed at your level, with the exception of the Barrow Down Survival, which might require 3-man fellowship. Barrow Down Survival is just its own creature, really. Yeah, and then the question about the level change, the level of the instance or of the skirmish, you pick the level. So let's see, I'm not the leader, cool. But that's the wrong one. I click on skirmish to look at skirmishes. I need to look at the instance finder to find the skirmishes, not my skirmish person. So we're doing like Dol Guldur, okay. So I can change the level, here to, I don't know, like level 50 or whatever. Like you can choose the level that you run it at. However, if you want it to count, it does need to be run within, I believe, 8 of your level. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what Agarthur was saying. At your level, plus or minus 8. It's got to be within 8 of your level. Let's see. And yeah, groups are fun. Agarthur has soloed the survival, but it's hard. I can believe it. So, and if you do the Barrow Down survival. The question is, how many waves do you need to survive before the Harbinger arrives? Arthur says it arrives around 5 to 6 minutes, but then you have to do the Harbinger and whatever else happens to be coming at you at that time, which, if you haven't done survival, you're at the, there's that spire in the Barrow Downs, where there's just like that big thing in the middle, and it's like you're on top of a kind of a hill, and as you just stand there, waves of things just come at you. So you take out a wave, and then the next wave comes, and the waves as they come, they get stronger and larger, and you can do this for like an hour or something. Like you could just, it's insane. I think we made it as long as like 40 minutes once. Yeah, it's a tough one. There's a lot of deeds in there that we haven't completed. Put it that way. So, as before I was mentioning, in his search for tokens, he is doing a lot of these at tier 3, because if you do the Ill Omens skirmishes on tier 3, hey, there's Casper! Yay, he's out of the closet. You, instead of getting 2 tokens, as you normally will for doing that skirmish under Ill Omens, you'll get an additional 2, so you get 4. So, sorry, one of the cats has been hiding all day because of the construction noise upstairs. He is out and about. I want to make sure he, got out for food and drink and litter box. Please don't do any of that in our closet. Okay, I think we are ready to go. So, Affadil, would you be happy to take this? Okay, thank you. So the first one we're going to do is Protectors of Thanglehead. We're doing this at tier 3, as you see right here. And you can see we're doing this as a small fellowship, which is 3 persons. And we're doing this at level 68 because it's...
what was once an important
and it's tier, yeah, I mentioned it was tier 3. So I'm at level 75, Affadil's level 75, we're level 75. So 75... minus 7, just to be safe, Nobody's going to level up during the instance, but just in case, you always want to leave a little bit of room. Okay, so, and I'm going to go ahead and consume some foods. Yeah, so many deeds for survival. All right, let me grab a drink. I think all 3 of us are here, and I think we are ready to go. So let's go ahead and talk to Rodleth. Now this is the one, when you go through the epic storyline, you come in here and do this. And this is the one where waves of things are coming, and you can try and hit them with the ballista, and like hit them in that spot, or the ballista over there hits them in that spot over there, or the ballista over there hits him in that spot over there. Central. Oh, cool. They're coming to this one right here. So right where they're standing. Now, I'm in red line, so sometimes I actually can hit them from here. Let's see. I can. It's fantastic. Oops. Oh, and then I fell down. Oh, well. So if you have to use the ballista, you can do that. But turns out, once you've got your legendary items, oh, you shot it. Okay. That's why. I went to click on it, and it took me to the other one. Because that one was already done. So it looks like Affadil's going to stay up there with the ballista and try and shoot things. Which is fine, because what we've been doing is we've been doing this as a 3-player. You want me to be under here? Okay, sure. I didn't realize you were trying to shoot them with the ballista. What we've been doing, and this is what I was like already planning for, was just we've been running this with 2 people, and we've just been running around in the bottom here and not even bothering with the heavy equipment. Okay, so there's in every skirmish there will be encounters that show up, and if you over time end up defeating each one of those encounters, then that finishes a deed. Here it is. And there's a couple that were missing because there's some deal about how you have to like hit them with the ballista to get them to trigger, or I forget what the deal is. There's somehow there's a ballista, like it'll say on the screen like prepare to shoot down with a ballista or something. And we haven't seen them, and we're wondering if maybe it's because we're just not using the heavy equipment. We're just skipping right over it. But that was a nice little effect going on there. All right, cool. What was the other thing I was gonna mention? Oh, that's what's in there. It's their totems. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The we're playing on Treebeard. Treebeard has a special thing, a number of special things. One of which is if you play on deadly difficulty or higher, you get deadly +0 or higher. There's a special attack that can hit you, where you like basically it's like the fire kegs that like the keg masters throw. You end up with one of those like right next to you in a sense, but there's no actual keg. I know, we got a storm master, stormkeeper. Let's get rid of him. It's like that guy, but with fire. So you end up with a blade, like a big fire that radiates where you have been, where you were standing. So they incorporated that as kind of this Eye of Sauron thing, where you are, you as a hero of Middle Earth have kind of gotten the attention of Sauron and his minions, and so they might have that fire blast, you know, hit you. But what we've discovered is if you do the skirmishes in a 3-person or higher, you don't have that landscape difficulty addition. So it makes these easier than landscape for us. So that's what we've been doing. Well, I appreciate your dedication to shooting the ballista just in case. Central.
We've seen all the other ones so many times.
So we've seen all the other encounters numerous times, and the ones we're missing have some ballista interaction. So we're like, okay, there's got to be something. We're wondering if maybe. Okay, we'll keep trying. Hey Garther, you have a spreadsheet to track how many encounters, so you can prioritize which skirmishes you want to do each day. But most folks want to optimize for time efficiency. Yeah, I can dig that. What we've been doing is once we finish the Ill Omen in the skirmish, is we've been leaving and not finishing the skirmish because we don't have to get credit for the Ill Omen part. And that's been our time savings. Not sure if it's a good idea, because let's see where I'm so close. Oh, that's probably Wessel back. Yeah, I'm at level 98 out of 100 on the legendary item reward track. I just need 2 more levels. To the east, west, and the east. Okay, so we're looking at this ballista over here. Alright, here they come. Bum, bum, bum. Holy man is back. Hopefully the cat is hiding. In here. And not going out. Uh-oh. Alright, looks like I gotta go to endurance stance here. Don't know why they're all hitting me. Oh, we had an encounter. I didn't even see it. Oh, good. What level do you need to be to open the legendary reward track? You need to have completed, I forget the name of the quest, it's in the wiki, but it's the thing that you do to get your legendary items. So, like these little jobbies here, these little pretty things. The intro to Moria. Seeker of Deep Places, thank you. Once you finish the intro to Deep Moria, you get that trait called Seeker of Deep Places, thank you. And that, yes, has, as Agartha points out, has an implicit minimum of level 45 because the Moria quests start at level 50, I believe it is, and you have to be at least within 5 of that. So as soon as you hit level 45, you can head over to a Region and, oh, there's stuff happening up there. Hello. And get started on that. Uh-oh, Rodlith has fallen. Does that mean we lose the battle? Oh, those frigid squalls are terrible. Well, it might mean that our encounter is going to shut down here in a minute. We will see. Oh, nice. Interesting. It's, oh, yeah, there goes. Okay. Oh, okay. So we're going to try that again. So, if Rodlith falls, then yes, you lose. So you gotta make sure you protect her. And it was the frigid squall that got her, which is this ice creature, and when it explodes, it throws ice shards everywhere, and it does a crazy amount of damage. I mean, it's cool. I think it's a cool thing to, you know, to come up against when we're used to having like just orc after orc. That is not a problem, but it's quite entertaining. Then you have to definitely keep an eye out for it. Okay, here we go. We'll give this a try again. Yeah, so talking about Seeker of Deep Places near Moria. And okay, so here's the thing, yes. So after you, even once you've completed Seeker of Deep Places, you open up this reward track and nothing will be there. Because you have to log out and log back in for it to make that change. Now, what I have discovered though is thankfully, even if you haven't logged out, you're still getting, because a lot of those, the legendary item experience, because a lot of those in Moria, they give you legendary item experience. So, you know, you don't want to lose out on that if you can. So, even though it's not showing up on your tracker because you can't see the tracker yet, you are still getting that experience. So we ran into that one time when we were checking on that. What happened back there? It's like mist went by me. Fires don't help against ice shards. I think you just have to defeat the ice shard and not be caught in its wake. That's what works against ice shards. Don't be there. Yeah, so, yeah, as Arthur said, you gotta relog to see the tracker. Do you want me to go up and do the ballista and try and shoot from up there? Or you've got range? Probably, though. You're mobile range. I'm stationary. I'm in red line, so my stuff is stationary.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it.
Okay, that's fine.
It's superstition at this point. I have no idea.
Before saying it's superstition, we don't know if it's going to help because, you know, to try and actually trigger those those ones that we don't have. Now, it could be like, what is it? There's some instances or skirmishes where you have to be in like 12 person to trigger it, so it could be something like that too. Yeah. Loki does not have information regarding how to make it show up. Okay, hit it, hit it. Hit it with ballista. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, okay. I thought you meant that specific one. No, the orange, okay, so Aaron Bard is asking about the bird. Is it a roaming threat or the orange glow is something else? It's, it has an area effect of like a poison or something. I think the effect is gone, but it's got an area effect around it, and it's just showing it that that effect that it's got. It's a blood raven, so it's like sapping your blood or something. It does something. I forget what. Oh, here they come. I'm guessing this one. What? They run across it if they don't see us before they get there. Oh, I thought I was supposed to stand in the thing and they'd come to me. Sorry. I never know how to get these people to stand where we want them to stand. You need to put like a little red X on the ground and say, look, this is your spot, dude. You gotta come up here and then we can engage. Right here. Alright, so if I stay up here,
Conceptually, if you were behind it, they'll run
let's see,
across
east.
there.
Oh, but we need the other one. Alright. If another bird comes up, I'll try to get close to it so you can see what the effect is. Since we've had a couple of them, it wouldn't surprise me. Well, that guy just ran right through it. Sorry. Yeah, stubbornly uncooperative mobs. They won't stand on their X. But they I want them to stand right here.
I see what they're in it. I can fire.
Before thinks it was fine, so I'll just leave it. Oh, we got stuff. That I didn't know. Yes, before saying that contrary to physics, the ballista is instantaneous, so as soon as you shoot it, they go. It goes. Mirkwood is still... Oh, you know what's funny though is you can trap him while he's like this. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's free. But yeah, you can trap him. He's got the trap thing over his head. That's funny. Maybe he was not going right. I put a tripwire down, which meant that he couldn't move. Okay, we heard a crash from the north. The rear siege engines are being destroyed. All right, so we gotta go help out with that. Where is that? The map is unhelpful. But I see... Well, maybe I should stay out here and shoot the east ballista. Okay. There's invisible walls in really weird places around here. Alright, boom. Alright, I saw a little fire there, that's cool. Alright, get me down so I can shoot things. Shoot, shoot, shoot. There we go. Excellent. Alright, somebody dragged them back out, awesome. Oh yeah, there's a keg master. So watch, that guy will throw a keg and it'll be in a spot. And if it's still there, it'll explode. Uh-oh, Affadil is down. Alright, this one's turning out to be a little bit of a challenge. Oh yeah, there's the keg. See, watch how that's going to explode in a minute. Boom. Did you get the rear ballistas saved or whatever? It said there was something about the rear ballistas are being attacked. The encounter was it. Okay. Look at these. See, this one's been attacked. Not recently, like not during this, but in general. See, what I discovered one time when I was doing the ballistas that I could hit from up here, and I was in red line, but not always. There's some walls that won't let me through. I dare you to fire that weapon. Which one?
Center, but...
Okay. I hit it. I fired it. Prepare to fire the west ballista. Here they come. Oh, good. We have the encounter. He says, you will make for good sport. Awesome. This is one of the encounters we've been trying to get. So this is going to, support V4's suspicion or superstition, depending on how you look at it, that, yes, you always touch the right side, and that means you never get sick. You always shoot the ballista, and that means the encounter shows up. Okay, Rodless still needs to survive. How's she doing back there? She's at full health. Excellent. We're doing good. We're doing good. Let's fire the east ballista. Do you want to fire it? No. We're done with that guy? Okay. East is that way. There's the red dots. Oh, we got 2 encounters. That's what you get. I lost count because of us doing it over. I'm like, I don't know. I think we're on 6 encounters now. Oh my gosh, for a second I thought there was the swirls from the what are they called? That one that gives reflect off of the other one? Priest of Vengeance. There we go. There's one of the mobs. It's okay, so it's the Priest of Vengeance, and they put an ability on one of the folks that's with them, where you end up with like these swords swirling around them, and if you end up like shooting the one with the sword swirling, it's like 100% reflect or something, and so you end up just completely taking yourself out. Like, it's the fastest way to take down a hunter or a minstrel. Alright, so what we got here? Oh, we got these over here. Okay, cool. We have a Tempest of Flame, which is not as bad as the ice, that Frigid Squall. It has reflect? Oh, it has an area fire effect. Oh yeah, I was trying to watch for the Raven, the Blood Raven. Forgot to keep an eye out for him. I haven't seen one though, since it came up in the chat. We'll just keep an eye out. We might run across one in another encounter also, or another skirmish. All right, waiting for the 5th assault. Well, I don't know where the cats are, but hopefully they're not running outside. So Dutch doors don't have a thing where you could just like, I'll just leave it unlocked, you know, so you can come in and out. They close. When you close them, they're locked. So you have to have a key to get back in. So what often happens is when people are doing work, they'll just leave the door open, you know, like a crack, and come in and out. And our cats are indoor cats, so it's like, let's make sure they are not wandering out. That's important. Center. But our cats are also really good at hiding, so it's like more likely they're gonna hide than run outside. Yeah, that's fair. I would agree with that. Getting some plumbing work done today, so very important. All right, cool. West. Well, they just want us to go one for each, I think, on this one. If the question in chat is, if the skirmish is set in a higher level area than you've done before, you can still do it. Yes, not necessarily. These skirmishes that we're doing today, actually, are all taking place in Dol Guldur. These skirmishes were unlocked by doing the epic line in Dol Guldur. So if you have not been out here and done this part of the storyline, you actually won't have access to these skirmishes. Oh, Harbinger. Okay, so on the screen that purple words showed up. And so we're looking over here. It's usually a trio. So you'll notice we have 3 red dots showing up on our radar up there. What we're looking for is, yeah, that guy over there. And the way they usually run, we've gotten this guy before. So Ristos the Rent is the main one. And then he's got a couple of side things going on. He's got a creeping arm, and then his arm. And so you have to defeat all of these, and then that will count as defeating the Ill Omen. Notice that Ristos the Rent there has shields going around him. That's because we have to take out his side stuff for those shields to come down. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Whenever you are ready. I will work on his arm. So the funny thing is the arm has its own attack, and it's not insignificant. And it does a fear effect, and it also does it randomly. So it's not necessarily about who's got aggro. So it makes it a little more difficult because you can't just aggro it and keep it on you, you know, as the tank or something. You may end up, you know, having your DPS feared away, which is really annoying. So that's why we were like, we're going to take out the arm. Or I'm going to work on the arm. It's one of my priorities here. And we're making good progress on them. Now I think the other two possibly are down also because it looks like our main guy does not have shields around him. So there we go. Arm is down. Yeah. Excellent. So notice I got a +2 tokens and then +2 tokens. And what we've noticed is a lot of times the Ill Omen itself, the guy there, he was a chest. Any one of your group can click on it, and we all got a share of some silver pieces and stuff. Although yesterday B4 got something that happens out in Gundabad, a token, so that was kind of funny. Okay, so we are actually good to go, but we can just go ahead and finish this. It's the last part of it's not that hard. Generally. Yeah, that's true. So, sure. So we'll talk to Rodolith. Somebody's already talked to her. She talks for quite a while. And what she's going to do is she's going to take care of the catapults. We're going out where we've been, and we're going to take care of what's going on out there. So, yeah. So, back to the question about can you do these if you haven't gotten there or if you're not that level, etc. Yeah, as B4 points out, 2 of the days out of the 4 do have are good. So yeah, so one of the days is Moria instances that you have to find, you have to go discover, you have to do through the epic line. So if you haven't done those, then you won't be able to do those skirmishes as part of Ill Omens, or at all. I mean, it's not different. It's the same limitation there. And the other one, which is the rotation we're doing today, which is the ones in South Mirkwood. So it's those 2 back-to-back, basically, that you did in the storyline. Do I click it? Oh, I do click it. Hello. Yay, go us. And that guy down there is usually a chest. So, yep, I've gone and clicked on him. So if you're doing these, always make sure you check on the big bad that you defeated to see if he is the chest itself. And then you go with Rodolith, and she's like, "Rah, good job, us," and you're done. So yeah, so the Moria day and the Mirkwood day, you wouldn't be able to do those, but the other 2 days, you can. What is it, like Defense of the Prancing Pony, things like that, was in one of the lists. It's in the wiki. If you want to put a link to the wiki in the chat. Oh, it's right there. Awesome, thank you. I saw the Moobot thing and didn't see your link for some reason. So, thank you, Moobot. Moobot reminds us that SSG and any game masters in the game will never ask you for your password. So if anybody ever asks you for your password or puts a suspicious link in World Chat, don't click it. Don't give out that information. They will not ask you for that information in the game. So don't let people steal your stuff, man. Let's be safe. All right, we're ready for the next one. So she doesn't have a ring on her head because we haven't done enough. Now we're going to go breach the Necromancer's Gate. Again, we're doing level 68, so we're within 8 of our level. For all 3 of us, we're doing it on tier 3. We're doing it as a 3-person size. So we're going to travel now. Now we will have to pause a moment when the repair is done.
Hallways and open courtyards. The Necromancer's Gate marks the entry.
I don't think we're quite there yet, but we're getting close. Let me call in. You know, so sometimes I'll be standing here when you first come in, and there's that gate, and I'll call my helper in, and they end up behind the gate, and so they're like back through the whole time, running back and forth, trying to get through. Like, oh, dang it. So, all right. Alrighty. The mission cannot fail. I mean, it can if we try hard enough. Alright, so let me eat some foods. You guys go on up if you want. They're going to go up and start attacking things. So we are breaching the Necromancer's Gate. We're back out here in Dol-Dol-Dor, where we're at the gate, working our way in. Here we are. Oh, Priestess of Flame. So notice there's like flame all over the place. That's like an area effect that the Priestess of Flame does. So each one of those Priestess of Flame, Priest of Vengeance. They have usually some sort of an area effect or something. Yeah, stuff's on fire, yo. I don't know if you saw my tweet. I said, we be illin'. We be illin', yo. Yeah, I mentioned in the tweet that I used to say things like that just to annoy my kids. They'd be like, Mom, don't do that. I'd be like, what the what, yo? Because I do it really dorky on purpose, just to mess with them. I wouldn't do it in front of their friends unless they were being like obnoxious or something, you know. Alright, so that has been claimed. We are going to have a dragon come by and fear us, just like that. And I want to run over this and jump down. I cannot. Now I can run over it and jump down if I want to. And then I go, ow! So now I'm walking slow for a couple minutes, a couple seconds. But you can see I've got the little eye, mortal terror. I'm also taking shadow damage for a few moments. But it has passed. It was a passing fear. I feel better now. I feel great. It's great. Cool. Hey, where's my Archerina? Hey, Archerina. She must be stuck up on top there somewhere. Alright, let me call her back. Where are you, Archerina? Alright, let's dismiss her for a moment. Yeah, she's way back there. Thanks, Ebb and Flow. Ebb and Flow is standing here healing me. I'm like not even close to the combat. She's like, hail the heal! I'm like, okay. So, cool. I saw that there's questions about levels and stuff. The question was, if one of your party is on level with the area, do you all get to do it? Before it says for Moria and Southern Mirkwood skirmishes, you have to have unlocked them through the epic in order to join. Yeah, so even if like everybody else in the party has the ability to go in, you don't have the ability to go in. You still don't know how to get in there. You're like, I don't have a clue. I've never heard of this place. So you really do have to go through the epic line and find them and unlock them. Oh, dragon's coming here in a second. This is what I do to avoid, because the dragon's going to do that thing again. Is you start running, and I put myself over here. Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Oh yeah! So if he fears me, I end up running this way, and you just run into this wall so you don't end up going too far. He didn't even fear me this time. I did it for nothing. Yes, or like the others, you just yeet yourself off the edge and you're already down here. Just like that. It's like a bear falling from the sky. That's great. And Agartha, oh, let me get it right. Yes, and Agartha says for rescue in Nurse Gashu, do the first part of volume 3. So yeah, to get all of those that you would need to get into. Yeah, just like every other, just like some other instances, that you have some sort of like a discovery where you're like, hey, I've heard of this thing, but I don't know where exactly it is, and then you go across landscape and you find like the door to get in. Sometimes you have to do that. You have to have discovered it in the landscape world before you're allowed to just like, use the skirmish or the instance finder to find it and just leap inside like we're doing now. Now, my understanding is there was once upon a time when if you wanted to do some of those instances, you had to always go across landscape and get yourself to those locations. There wasn't the option to do through the finder. So that would be annoying. So I'm really glad that we live in today's world where they've made that little quality of life improvement. Oh yeah, that's why there's muster horns on a lot of those locations, because you could muster everybody there, so that way then you could go in all together. Like, what a crazy thing. Yeah, it's like sometimes it's so funny. Like, I think of things like that when there's people who are like, I want to go back to the days when Lotrove was first started and not have any of these quality of life improvements that we've got. And I'm like, are you sure? Because things have changed a lot in the last 15 years. And the things that people enjoy doing in games has changed a lot in the last 15 years. And I think people forget that. They're like, you know, walking uphill both ways in the snow is a good thing, I guess. To some people, I'm not sure. But yeah, you don't really want that. You think you want that, but you don't really want that. Okay, so then we gotta do this little alcove here. So yeah, unfortunately, so I think I kind of understand where your question is coming from though, because in like say an instance has a minimum level of 35 and you're 34. If somebody who's level 35 or above starts it, then they can invite you in, is the case on a number of those things. So I think that's probably what you were thinking of, why you were asking that question. But as it turns out, when it comes to these, where you do have to have actually gone through them as part of the epic line for them to be available for you, you can't use that little kind of backdoor trick. Yeah, see, I was reading your mind there. It's because I've been down these same thought processes myself. So, I figure, you know, part of my goal in streaming is that I have gone down these thoughts and like, well, why can't I do this or why can't I do that? And have learned the whys. So I get to now share that knowledge. Now, I mean, y'all can be like my kids and I can teach you and then you can be like, I don't know what you're talking about, and just go learn it yourself anyway. That is the role of offspring, I think. I used to find it hilarious when my 2-year-old was trying to teach me things that I had like tried to teach her. She's like, no mom, it'll burn you. I'm like, yes, I'm familiar with this concept. Alright, so we've got a little encounter here that we're doing. We're doing it? Okay, we're lighting this lantern, or, yeah, extinguishing the lantern, that makes more sense. An angry caretaker appeared. I'm gonna go ahead and put a stomper on him. Oh yeah! Double stomp. Boom, boom. You know, it's so funny, I was listening, I haven't been able to catch every Court of the Rings lately, but one Friday, because Cardolan is the SSG community manager, and he streams on this location here on twitch.tv/LoTroStream. And he streams here on Fridays at noon Eastern time. And he often has a lot of good information. And what were they talking about? There's something they were talking about that I was going to bring up. No, I forgot. Oh well. One of the people he had on, sometimes he has on like Severlin, who's the executive producer. Oh yeah, they were talking about fellowship maneuvers and how they don't really, it's not a part of the game that really is, a lot of players, like, they've tried to make as much of the game soloable as possible. So you can do it in a group, but you don't have to, right? And so fellowship maneuvers are one of those things where, you know, if you have to do fellowship maneuvers, like drag-off, that's something that is limited and doesn't allow some people to possibly participate in that part of the game, which would be a bummer, right? So I think it sounds like they have talked about what to do with fellowship maneuvers, but at this point they're just going to leave it as it is, I think, and not get rid of them, but not necessarily include them any further. Okay, so our Ill Omen has shown up, and it's over here in the far corner. So we're doing our best to keep the fight right here, really close to us, and not pull that Ill Omen in. So we're trying to see if we can get this guy, finish him off, then deal with the Ill Omen. So I'm gonna try and snag him over here. And cool, Crawler did not notice us. Yet, yeah. Just wait till one of us is like, oh, I need to back up. Whoa, right into that Ill Omen. That happens. Okay, So again, we've got a main one over there. He's got shields running around him, and then he's got like some little side things with him. So we got to get rid of the side things before we can really get a good attack on the big guy. But here we go. I will shoot a rain of arrows upon it. Wahaha. And get its attention, and then, hey, our Bjorning can roar at it and get its. Love it. She's really good at grabbing that aggro. It's fantastic. Love it. I'm just stand back here and shoot at it. My tea's getting cold already. That usually happens. I suppose I could use the mug that doesn't get cold. Yay! Alright, so we've completed the Ill Omen. Oh, yeah. Wait, oh, no, it's the next one. It's one of the other ones, isn't it? When we get there, I gotta... So, I find it absolutely hilarious that I can use my tripwire, which is a hunter skill, and it knocks a monster down, right? They're just like, oh, I fell down. It works on a dragon in here. Cracks me up. Yes, fell beast. It's a fell beast, not a dragon, technically. So, never seen a Bjorn attack before. Oh yeah, Bjornings are fantastic. I love running with Werewolf as a Bjorning. Watch a Bjorning pop a hope token while in bear form. Oh, okay, we'll have to ask her to do that at some point. Are we doing, oh, hang on. Let me stop that. Start that. Looks like my closed captioning was struggling to pick me up. I'm not sure why. Let me scooch this over. Is it in here that I do that? Did I tripwire the guy? All right. Yes. Okay, well, hold on. So, hey, we're Willow. Yeah, can you do a hope token?
And the finest of the enemy's soldiers defend within. Before the rest of the fortress can be assaulted, these must be taken.
That little arm comes out. I find it funny when you do like what's her name? The outfit of the woman in red. What's that? Nay. Naruhel, but when she's in the other version. And if you're wearing that costume from like the Halloween, the fall festival, and then you start playing a musical instrument, and like a cowbell will just be hanging and going donk 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 donk, and she's just standing there. That's awesome.
That happens for any costume.
I think that's true. It probably happens for any costume. It's just funny. I think funniest with her. I like that one the best. A Marthiel. Yeah. I was thinking Arthaliel. I'm like, no, that's my character. Not my own name. Let's see. Which got a Marthiel, which is part of the epic storyline. She has a ring Naru shell that she's trying to find. I didn't say anything beyond that. Trying to avoid any further spoilers here. You can get a costume of her and a whole bunch of other things like Gandalf and Gollum. There's a whole bunch of various costumes that you can get during the fall festival. Yeah. And that's fun. And you can't do combat while in them. If you like take any damage, you drop the costume. It's a reusable costume though, so it's not like it's a one and done. Like you spend, they cost mithril points. It costs like 70, 100, 150 mithril points. So stick like that. Explains why you saw Sauron in Frostbluff, possibly, or maybe Sauron was just enjoying some time in the enjoying the festival. You know, I'm not gonna judge. He might like a Yule Festival. Just because he wants to, like, take over the free peoples and all that doesn't mean he can't enjoy the Yule Festival. Alright, I am low on a couple foods. I'm gonna pop some of those real quick. What are you doing? Oh, you're putting on a costume. Right, yes, you have the Sarah Oakheart costume. Alright, so try and play a musical instrument, like you're gonna do music. There you go, see? It just hovers in midair. It's great. She's magic. It's the glowy hands that makes it work. Alright. Oh yeah, and she's got a Sarah Oakheart costume too, I think. And it's really funny because it does change based on how, like, the character size. So as a Hobbit, she's a small Sarah Oakheart, and as a Bjorning, she'd be a bigger Sarah Oakheart. Here, hang on. Yeah, we'll see the two Sarahs. Oops. Apparently we fight, but... Aw, we had damage. Okay, we'll try it again later. No biggie. We're just being silly. I think one of our minions got into a scrap. Oh, nice. You completed a Pale Trapper Slayer. Advanced. Very nice. Alright, you two gonna Sarah up, or want to do it later? Oh, it looks like we're gonna Sarah up. Awesome. Okay, yeah, so we'll have small Sarah and big Sarah. Sarah with the glowy hands. That's how you can tell the difference. But yeah, see? You can see they're different heights. Isn't that wild? It's so wild. Because this is our Bjorning Sarah, and this is our Hobbit Sarah. I'm the real Sarah. And even if, like, you go around, like, all sides, they're, like, yeah, small, tall. It's so wild. Big Sarah, little Sarah. So that's fun. All right. Oh, hey, my helper's gone. Oh, they're probably the one that got into combat. Oops. Nice. Zoom. The outer bailey has been cleared. Now we're gonna get a, excuse me, a counterattack. Look up. I am not convinced you are worthy of soiling my blade. Perhaps you will prove me wrong. Open the gates. Destroy these mongrels. And there's our counterattack. Hey, Artrina. Alright, I'm going to zoom back so I can see what I'm doing. I guess her name is Hey Artrina, so I would have to say, hey Artrina. Hey Artrina. Hang on, I'm gonna... Alright, I'm back. Aurora erupts from the west. Do we need any encounters in here? Probably. Not here. Okay, cool. Oh, sounds like there's an encounter that we need, and it's here somewhere. Where'd you go? Oh. Yeah, when they say west, they mean south and maybe a little west. Well, you know, we're in this, like, outer bailey of a tower, you know, like the ring. So I guess it's kind of hard to give proper directions. Maybe. I mean, you know, it's like giving directions in Minas Tirith. Like, you want to go from here, and you need to be here. Like, is that west? Is that north? Is that south? Like, you know. How do you know? I'm guessing that one? Excellent. Excellent. Deed tracker bug, he says. Which you might be able to follow up with on the stream after mine. It's a coming. Yeah, so I stream for 2.5 hours, you know, doing festivals and adventures and things like that, generally. And then the stream right after mine is B4 with Plugging Along, where he does a lot of plugin development, including the deed tracker that just popped up there on my screen. So yes, he will be possibly looking at that disambiguation window that popped up. Oh, apparently it's broken. Oh, you're doing the new build, right? He's rebuilding some portions of it for some functionality stuff. So yeah, and some of it's not functioning yet. So we're still using what's published is the old version of the deed tracker that he created until he gets the new version without bugs. So that's probably what he'll be working on during his stream today, actually. Yup, he says. Nice. Alright, let's shoot this Drek. Control point has been claimed. The banner has been cleared. The banner may be claimed. Go for it. Oh, we got a couple of those little banner things we can set down, too. Now we should have a counterattack. And then when the Ill Omen shows up, it's right there. It shows up right there. This time we have Drilling Black Song and a couple Skeletal Whites. But again, we're going to hopefully not engage with it and instead just deal with the counterattack, which came out this door and sometimes comes up the stairs. Yeah, that's the only thing about like skirmishes and things like that is you can't pause it. Like if you're like, hey, I gotta answer the door or whatever, it's like, nope. Good luck. Yeah, we got stuff coming down the stairs from above. Okay, cool. Still no engagement with the Ill Omen. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Hopefully the hunter will continue to not shoot things that are not supposed to be being shot. It's like my worst thing. I'll be like, I'm shooting, and then the thing dies. I'm like, I'm shooting the wrong thing now. Oh no. Let's see, here we got a Tempest of Flame. No reflex there. I'm watching my health to know if there's reflect. I don't look at the bad guy in front of me. I look at my health. Am I taking lots of health? Okay, there's reflect. Taking lots of damage. Okay. Claim the Ring Wraith Lair. Alright. So, do we need that encounter? Searing heat emanates from the north? Oh, it's right here. That's not bad. We can just do that. I mean, it was north of us from where we were standing at that time. Oh, wait. Nortadar has released Hey Archerina from being immobilized. I didn't know she was immobilized. Oh, funny. Well, I'm glad she's back. Okay, cool. I think we are about ready to deal with these guys. Yeah? Shall we do it? Let's do it. And so again, we got to take out the side guys first, and then we go for the main guy. All right, Affadil's gonna step away for a moment. Okay. Sounds like the plumbing work for today is about done. We had some, so the longer version of the story is that we had some dormer windows put in on the top floor because there was just like 2 little windows, like one on each side, and it got really stifling up there in the summertime, and there wasn't a lot of cross breeze and like like the washers up there, and sometimes you'd want to like open the windows or whatever. So let you know, help the clothes dry or whatever. Anyway, so that was not a possibility. So we got some windows put in, some dormers put in, which is great. They're fantastic. But when they put them in, they didn't like finish the top floor. They just basically tore up a bunch of stuff and left it with new windows, which is not what we were expecting. I think there was definitely a miscommunication there. So now we're having work done upstairs, and it involves a whole lot of things now. So like moving the washer, so because they basically half tore up a wall, and so we have to either rebuild the wall because it was divided, the space was divided. So we have to either redo the wall, which as it is, it's not really fixable. So we have to basically tear down the wall and put it back up if we want to do that. But since we're gonna have to tear down the wall, we were like, well, do we want the wall? Do we want the wall somewhere else? And so we're just getting rid of the wall. Egarthur asks, does the deed tracker know which skirmish encounters you've done and which ones you haven't? I don't think so. Not inherently. I mean, the data behind it would know, but I don't think that specific information is visible in the deed tracker, via the deed tracker. Yeah? Yeah. I got a nod. Yes, that is accurate information. Okay. So, let's go do that thing. Let's go claim the ring race layer. Can you follow me? Excellent. It isn't a bearing wall. No, it's not a load-bearing wall. And it's not a wall made out of ball bearings either. It has no bearing on this wall. Okay, so let's see. Which way do we go? Is it this way? I think it's this. And then turn left up these stairs? Okay. Yeah. Yes, correct. Deed tracker doesn't track progress toward deed completion. Yeah, what it does is it basically reads what it sees in the general chat output, and that is how it informs what it knows at that specific moment. You can also do an import to get data, but yeah, for the deed tracker to update, basically what it's doing is it sees something go across general chat, and then it's like, oh, you said you did this. Update, deed tracker says you've done this. So so it doesn't have the details necessarily. Yeah, before says it would be technically possible to seed deed progress messages in chat, but that would be a lot of possible string messages to see deed progress messages in chat, but that would be a lot of string matches. Yeah. So in the game, they can't have you fighting Nazgul. Like, that would be a bit much. So instead, they've created these characters, these Carghouls, which are like a lesser Nazgul that you are able to fight. Give me a second. Oh, okay. All right. Well, good thing is this will be on video. Pull it back up anytime. Okay, so we're gonna take out this lesser Nazgul here, this Carghoul. Did he just get bigger? Okay. All right, so he's down. So he's gonna bring in his dragon. So I'm gonna put a little tripwire here. Oh, I hope it laid. Oh yeah, there it is. And boom. He fell down. Great. Yes, it's the little things that bring you straight joy. And there we go. And now we finished it off. Yay! Go team. Oh, Amdir. Yes, we still mourn Amdir ourselves. Every time we go through like the opening sequence on a new character, if we're doing that area, it's like, oh, Amdir. Every time. All right, so now we're going to travel. We've finished. I'm guessing somebody touched the cargo because I didn't see it there anymore. I think it's a Oh no, that one's not the robes. There's another one where the robes are the chest. All right, so Netta, still no ring. So obviously we have more to do. But we have, we have these 2 left. And remember it said we needed to do 4 out of the 5. So we know there's 1 that we don't have to do. So we just need to do either Battle in the Tower or strike against Dananglor. So it is your choice. I will come in. Strike against Dananglor has a lot of reflect, so that's a strike against it. Sure, I'm down. Let's do the Battle in the Tower. Oh, I think I remember this one. Okay, we just keep going up and up and up. Yeah. I remember this one.
The fighting begins. Even as a
I still want to find out where we get that, go and do that instance where we get the not placemat, doormat. Get the unwelcome mat. So there's a welcome mat that you can get, and it's called the unwelcome mat. And it has like a Nazgul that comes up and stands there on top of the welcome mat. Just glaring at you. It's really cute. It's a drop, or the trophy is a drop, then you go and you trade it in. It's not this one. Or maybe it's the Tower of Dumbledore. I have notes. Oh, interesting. Agarther says for time efficiency, they've heard a recommendation to drop our protectors, our helpers, I'm guessing, from this daily, if you do this daily. Oh, to drop the instance, yeah. To not do that, yeah. Where are they? Oh, they must be out here, okay. Echo of Death. So, Echo. Protectors of Thanglehead? Yeah, okay, sorry, I was yeah. So yes, to not do Protectors of Thanglehead because it takes longer, which is I think this one, right? Oh, Protectors is the one with the ballista. You know, you would think after doing these like a gazillion times I would remember the names of them, but somehow I don't. You would think I would, and yet that is not the case. All right. Yeah, and that's a good point. I am not usually the one launching the instances, so I'm not usually the one looking them up, and so I'm not usually the one looking at the names. I'm just like, you know, I just go wherever I'm told. Oh, we have a Priest of Vengeance in here, I'm told. Okay, so see how that guy has like these crazy swords zooming around him? And not anymore. So that's the one you don't want to attack, because that one will reflect super duper on you. I guess next time that comes up I could try and click on it to see if we can see the effect, but I'd be scared that I would attack it by mistake. Oh, hey, what just happened there? I just clicked to share with kinship. I'm getting a general error. I click the share with kinship. Well, that'd be why. My kinship chat's gone down. All right, it's me, not the deed tracker. Never mind. You might want to let Werewolf know, just in case. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. That's true. That's a good point. I think she can hear me. Okay, yeah, so Protectors of Thanglehead is the one with the ballista that we did at the beginning. Oh, can I just play? They send fire everywhere. Oh, they're already dead. Never mind. Oh, hey, if we get another ice shard, well, we won't in here. It's too warm. We're inside. It's like they've got all these braziers going. Like it's got to be a bit, you know, stuffy in here. I think it feels stuffy in here. In this in Barad Guldur. It's so funny how you get used to the vowel sounds that you make, and then trying to pick up something new like I don't know, words in Tolkien, or Dutch. Because we live in the Netherlands, that's why Dutch. It's on my mind, not that it has any relation to the works of Tolkien. No. But yeah, just those different vowel sounds all the time. It's like, wow. I am inconsistent about them. If I think about it, I do it. Or if I'm around people who are speaking with, like, you know, the accent or the vowels and all of that, then I can make it a lot easier. But if I'm doing it on my own, I often fall back and revert back to my mother language. For now, we'll see. These hawk-eyed harriers are stinkers. So you'll notice that we went for her straight away. They're basically the enemy's version of us hunters. They can really pack a punch. Oh, hey, okay, here's that blood rook that we were talking about earlier. Hey, click on you. So he has, let's see, 8 of allies. He grows in power when others are around. He's got a carving strike. I thought there was something about, oh, but now he doesn't have it. Okay, so maybe he just has it when he has others around. That blood thing, maybe it's an indication of the extra effects they get from having other people around. Because I didn't see anything else happening there. Yeah. Because I was thinking that they had an effect that did some damage to you or you know, mitigated something that you have or something like that. Telerion asks, before, is there any ETA on the new deed tracker version? You'll have to tune in to find out. No, I think, are you gonna? It depends on how many bugs he finds, I guess is really, yeah, the bottom line there. That is what he's going to be working on during the stream after this today. So it's possible we will all find out together. I would say he wants it out as soon as possible. But will that be today? My guess is probably not. I'm guessing there's more work to be done than will be done in a 2.5 hour slot. I could be wrong. And unfortunately, he hasn't had a chance to work on it a lot outside of stuff because real life has been busy. He's got a work project that is taking a lot of his time at the moment. So not a lot of time for side silly projects. Like, you know, deed tracker, the fun, side fun stuff. It doesn't get, does not pay the heating bills. I was gonna say, I think he enjoys work about as much as he enjoys, you know, deed tracker. Like, he enjoys both, is what I mean to say. You know, and so that's good. Like, it is nice to see him happy with, like, the work that he does. And I have not always been in that position myself. There have been many instances where I have completely dreaded the work that I was doing. So it's neat to see that that's not always the case for people. So if the deed tracker paid, I don't know. It's not gonna. A roar erupts from below. Oh, and a harbinger. Do we want to worry about the encounter? Where's the harbinger? Must be further on. Oh, sorry about the distraction. I have to leave soon. Oh, you're not gonna be able to watch this stream. Well, I would guess it's not going to be done today. Yeah, before. Not coming out this week, I'm afraid. That was my guess too. Now, maybe next week. I mean, it's yeah, it's possible. In February, yeah, he definitely has a goal of getting it out this month. And we're near the beginning of the month still, so yeah, it's definitely possible to do it, to have it, the new version out this month. Are you gonna call it D-Tracker, you know, 2? Boogaloo? Or are you just gonna just bump up the version? Nice. Awesome. Bump up the version, bump up the version. Oh, 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 oh. Here's a DNT or a Tempest of Dusk. Hey, I tried to interrupt that and it didn't interrupt. That's interesting. Oh, fascinating. What if I hit it? Okay, what if we just finish it off? That works even better. Hey, kitty cat. Hitting it worked, yep. Well, we have one. Hello, Kato. How you doing? Is Vessel done for the day?
Yeah.
Awesome.
The heat is on, so it'll take a little while to...
Yay! The heat is on. There's a song. I won't do it for just in case. Although I guess that's presupposing that I would be able to sing it well enough for the the music thingy to kick in and be like copyright issues. So Kato is in the room. I'm not sure where Casper is. He might be hiding under the couch. There was a lot of noise today. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of stuff being deconstructed upstairs plumbing-wise. Oh, okay, so that's going to be our harbinger up there. Oh, and it's coming. Okay. Hello. Let's see, we got to do the size, work on that. And then we've got Mazog over there. He's already emoting. I love it. He has a lot to say, so get him started now is fine. Because I wouldn't mind making a little more progress on my legendary track. That'd be awesome. Because, yeah, legendary item experience right there. And increased reputation with the Modrum. I think they know about me already. I think the Melodrum, I think I'm maxed with them. Just in case, so, you know. Just to be sure. Oh my gosh. And Broin's already out here talking to them. They're just like, we'll just ignore this little thing happening over in the corner. It's great. Yes, Agar, I always camouflage my copyright violations with terrible vocals. Exactly. See, I bet nobody knew that was a Glenn Fry song. Ah, cute. You put a big banner in front of his face. Hey, I could do like bat whirls around him. Well, around me in his face. Oh, he's pulling out a giant sword. Look out! Or axe. Hatchet? What is it? What is the weapon that these people are... Zigglebird, yeah. It's one of those. Axe? I guess it's an axe. I don't know, can I ask you a question? Willow's health is down a ton. Probably because she's got everything attacking. Details. Our forces are dwindling, she says. Who do we not have? I think you're being a little... Archerina, you're being a little dramatic. Forces are not dwindling. Oh, did we lose Less Than Brilliant? There he is. Less Than Brilliant. Yeah. How about some bat whirls? Whoosh. Can I pick up Zigglebird? I'd like to claim this a weapon. Actually, I don't. I like my legendaries. I'm good. So yeah, so the heat's back on in the house, but we have radiant heating of various kinds. On this floor we have it through the floor, and on the upper floors we have it. And we're Willow. That was so good. Oh my gosh, that was perfect. I don't think I've seen somebody do that before. That was, oh, that got me. Well done. Well played. That's an emote you can get, I think from the store? Yeah, is it defeat or? Dramatic defeat. That's fantastic. to coordinate it with Mazog. Well done. Well done. All right, so how am I doing now? Oh yeah, we finished 98, going into 99. Just got a little bit more to go. Our hope is that we will have Saturday available. Our Saturday is normally our kin gathering day, but the last couple Saturdays we've had some conflicts. So this is the last Saturday before the legendary reward track resets, and so my hope is that we'll have time on Saturday with our kin, so I can get more legendary item experience. Okay, so notice she has the ring now. So she's like, "Hey, great job, thanks." So in each of those instances, we got, 2 tokens of Ill Omens. Because we did the instance, skirmish, sorry, each of the skirmishes, we got 2 tokens of Ill Omens. Because we also did the skirmish at tier 3, we got an additional 2 tokens. So each one of those skirmishes we just ran, we got 4 tokens total. Then the wrapper that she's giving us, we complete that, we turn that in, and she gives us another 2 tokens of Ill Omens. So that's how you gather these tokens. And then she is also our barterer. So when you look at her, this is the list of things that you can get. There's 2 pages of it. So yes, Telerian says Mazog spent his LP well, his Lotro points, by buying the dramatic defeat emote. He was very effective at using his dramatic defeat emote. I like it. So we're doing, okay, I'm working on the Bat Worlds, and I think before is also. There's been some conversation about whether to buy the pets because, the pets are only available this way also. But there's so many pets that I collect all the pets. And I'm feeling pretty good about the pets that I put out when I'm running around, when I put pets out. So I think, although the white Huron would be cute, that might be what I save up for if I have time after I get all the Bat Whirls. But I'm going to go ahead and buy some Bat Whirls. They come in stacks of 5. And so currently I have Bat. There they are. I currently have 17 in my inventory, and I'm tracking the deed, and you have to do it 100 times. So I've done 23. I have 17. So like, if I used everything that I have, I would have, 40 consumed toward the deed. So we're working on it. Hey, Casper. Yay, good to know that you're not outside. You want to come up here? You come up? Did you have a stressful day? He hid in the closet all day. Poor guy. The cat treats are there if we want to. Or you can hand me the bag and I'll do it. Thank you. Sweet. Hey. Are you settled enough for a cat treat, mister? Or are you a little nervous? Hey, Casper. Here. Come here. Hey, there's a good boy. There you go. There he is on the screen. Now sometimes, a lot of times what he does is we have this chair next to me on purpose because he likes to hang out with me. But he's not a lap cat yet. He hasn't figured that part out yet. So he's, and we don't know if he was a lap cat in his previous house. We've told that he wasn't. But he definitely seems to be exploring my lap occasionally. So we think he might be trying that eventually. Anyway, so he likes to sit on this chair next to me and hang out. So hopefully he'll stay there. So, oh yes, thank you, Mubat. Lotro Market is a way to get expansions and things like that. But hey, I want to know what's the freebie this week. The freebie this week is a rally horn. So let's see, I think I want to get that over on Crick Hollow, but I'll show you all how to get to it. So if you go to the Lotro store, which is down in the corner down here, it's usually like a coin or a series of coins. I'm using a UI skin where it looks like a set of barrels, but it's the same location. It's always the same location. So this is the Lotro store. And you can search for things. So like, I'm a big fan of the carry-alls. So if I just type in carry, it shows me everything that has the word carry involved with it. So we've got like small, medium, large crafting carry-alls. And then some other things that have the word like, carry your gear, but it's like a cosmetic item. So they're being kind of silly, but, okay. So that's like those, but this And you can also look at like what are the deals this week. So like this week it's stat tomes and some other stuff. But if you wanted to put that code in, you would go here at the top where it says redeem code. You click on that and then you just copy the code. I mean, you could type it in, but you might also get typos. So you copy and paste it in there and you hit apply and it'll go ka-ching. And then it'll apply it to your account. I think I'm going to wait though, because I want to put that on my character on Crick Hollow, because I don't seem to have too much trouble here. Plus I probably already have like a stack of 20 of those things here. They accumulate. We end up using them less often than we acquire them. Right, Casper? That's how it goes. Let's see. I'm going to take a look. Rally. Yeah, I've got 17 there that are bound to account. I've got 2 more that are bound to account that came through purchases that I made in the store of other things, I think. And then 6 more that I could like sell in the auction house if I wanted to. So I'm well set on rally horns at the moment here on this server. Aaron Bard's question is, will they do housing carryalls again? Do you know? I don't know. I am eagle-eared about this. So here's what I've noticed them when they talk about it. So every time I bring it up, because I bring it up in Chord Stream, or myself or before will do it, or other people do. Yes, we're all very keen on these carryalls, of course. So what we've noticed is Chord will often say, well, that's something that is through, I forget the name of the department, but the people who handle like how much things are when they're out for sale, you know, making sure that the things are priced at the right level and how often these things come out and things like that. So he'll always say it's up to them. When Severlin was on, you know, like a month ago or something, and that came up, carryalls did come up, and he said something about, how did he word this? I can't remember exactly how he worded it precisely, but it was something like they're a limited time thing, like not like once, but like they're available for limited times. Like that is probably will be the intention for now. Is he didn't use those words, but that's basically how I interpreted it. Was that yes, they will put them out again from time to time, but they're not going to be out like the crafting carryalls are in the store all the time. So, yeah, so we're, you know, waiting. So that's why when I go to show what's in the store, the thing I do is carry, because just in case a carryall has shown up and I didn't notice, because I absolutely want in on this. Now I've managed to get quite a few carryalls on this server because like I bought one of the expansions and it came with a carryall, and so I made sure I logged in on this server first, even though it like had like a Valar box with it for like a 120. I'm like, we're like so far away from 120. So oh, and Egg Arthur does point out that the store search is by whole word. So if you just put like part of the word of carryall, like CARR, it won't find carryalls, but it does search descriptions. Apparently it used to only search in item titles. So, yeah, so just knowing how to, I just usually put carry, you know, and see what happens. Thankfully, carry-all, because that's the actual technical writing of it here. You notice it's carry-all, but carry is enough. I don't have to put carry-all to get them to come up. So yeah, I have a lot of crafting carryalls because they were on sale, and I was like, I'm getting like as many as I can. But I also managed to get a die carryall, which I love, and I desperately need one of those over on Laurelin. I've got a medium instrument carryall, which I have a large one over on Laurelin. Fantastic, love it. Small crafting carryall, and then I also managed to get a large housing decoration carryall here, and I have one also on Evernight, I think. So it's funny because I would love to get that like here, but you can't transfer stuff in to Treebeard. Man, if we could have transferred stuff into Treebeard, that'd have been great. Because when Treebeard started, there was a lot of debate because a bunch of us were playing over on on Honor, and we were really excited about playing here on Treebeard from the beginning, and so then we can get into that, you know, that rush of everybody being in the starter instance, and how fun is that, you know, just being there with all those people, and you know, seeing everybody wearing that like starter outfit, or seeing everybody wearing the same, you know, cosmetic outfit from like the most recent expansion, because that's what you've got in your carryalls when you first log in, or in your inventory when you first log in with a brand new character. You know, it's like everybody's wearing the outfit of the hammer hand or whatever it was. So that was really great, or the hornbach or something like that. Anyway, where was I going with that? So so we were all in. Like we were like, yes, we're gonna start here. We're gonna do this. Like we're just gonna, Treebeard's gonna be our main server. Like we're really interested in it. So we went ahead, went into the Lotra store and got the universal toolkits. So I should just put toolkit. There you go. So there's these two universal toolkits. So there's the universal toolkit, and then there's the enduring universal toolkit. And the enduring one is a little bit better. It has a little bit better stats and that sort of thing. And so I prefer getting the enduring, even though it's 450 versus the universal, which is 150. So I was like, okay, I'm getting that, you know, enduring universal toolkit for my character, like, you know, spending that 450 Lotra points and like all those things where you've got to like buy some new carryalls because you don't have carryalls because you're a brand new character on a brand new server, you know, so doing all of those things. And we definitely had like debates within our group of, you know, how much to invest in a new server. So I really wish we could transfer stuff in from other servers. That would be really, really handy. But legendary servers are kind of like a unique thing. And what I don't know about the code behind it, but I know that they've said like if you're on one of the US servers, you can't transfer over to an EU server. And if you're on an EU server, you can't transfer over to a US server, right? There's some different code assignments that happen in there that prevent them, it doesn't work going the other way, across either way. But if you're coming from a legendary server, you can choose to transfer to a US or to an EU server. It's just once you get there, it somehow you're stuck, you know, you can't transfer the other one. So I find that interesting. So that would probably be why you can't transfer from a US or an EU to a legendary world, because there must be that stuff going on. So, let's see. Aaron Bard said some minstrels were not keen on the carryalls, but you don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, I find it handy for carrying up all my stuff. Now, then again, like there's only there's only so many instruments, so maybe it was just like, it seemed like overkill. I don't know. So, but yes, if you need 6 bassoons, one for each person who's playing, then, you know, of course, you need to have a carryall. So yeah, I find having the music instrument carryall really handy. I just throw them all in there, and then now I keep forgetting to take it off of my character, but at least I know where it is. You're looking very stately there. Okay, well, we finished with Ill Omens, and we've got about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so left. So I was thinking we would pop over to Cardolan, because we've been questing in Cardolan on the streams in between events. And so let me see. I'm tracking all of my deeds here, and I kind of don't want to get rid of those, but nay. I can move that off. Okay, so Cardolan, where are we and what are we doing? Like, why are we out there? Where are we in the world? Questions. Catch. Oh, right. Oh, you should get there to Hearn, because I started doing things without him. Oops. I know. Tisk tisk. No. Let's go. Let's go to Hearn. And there it is. I have a milestone skill. Looks like you do as well. Woo! Little dueling milestoning here. Da-ding, ding, 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 ding. At the same time. Awesome. Okay, if the question is, if you put your carryall into house storage, do you lose contents? I don't know that you can put a carryall into house storage. Okay, I do know this though. If you put something into your carryall that is like bound to character, then you can't. It became broken basically, but it's not broken. Basically, what happened was I put something into my carryall that was bound to that character, and then I put the carryall into my shared storage. Well, it then basically says, "Oh, this carryall has stuff in it that's bound to that carryall, to that character. Therefore, this carryall is bound to that character." So my other characters couldn't take it out. So what I had to do is take the carryall out with that character who had the bound item in it, find that bound item, get that out of the carryall, and then the carryall was back to normal. So do be careful not to put things into your carryall that are bound to a character, like I think it was a musical. No, it could have been a musical instrument. I don't remember what it was, but that happened, and I like ended up talking with customer service about it. You know, I had to put in a ticket because I was like, "Why is this not working?" And then that was why. So it's not broken. It's just you've put binding on a carryall by mistake. So that's it. So yeah, B4 says, I haven't put a carryall into housing storage, but I don't think it would affect the contents of it. And Aaron Bart asks about vault. Well, yeah, you can put them into shared storage and into your vault. Like, this is my shared storage. That's where all my carryalls tend to live. Let's see, do I have any on me right now? Don't. Let me, what am I? I'm a tailor. So let me grab the tailor one and the woodworker one. And actually, let's grab that because it belongs in the thing. So if I open my vault, like I can take it and put it into my oh, nope. Oh, I don't have enough room. I could put it in my vault if I had room. Hang on. I got issues, man. All right, here we go. Ta-da! It's in my vault. It's right there. There's no problems. Now, none of my other characters can get to it because it's in my vault. So that's a problem. So that's why I would not keep it there. Because, you know, that would be unuseful for the rest of my characters. Oh, hey. I think this is what I was talking about. Legendary item box. Used to select a class appropriate legendary item. And then this one's also a legendary item box. And they're both bound to Rose and Bloom. I was trying to find those on another character the other day. And I think what it is they came with one of the expansions, one of the recent expansions. And it must have been on the character you first log in with. And that's why the Rose and Bloom has them. So the question is, do you keep it in shared storage and keep bound items out of it? Yes, to both of those. I generally keep my carryalls in my shared storage, and I don't put any bound items into them because that way all my characters can use them. And then any character I'm on can just reach into the shared storage, grab the carryall, use it, put it back. For example, I have a scholar, and my scholar is often making dies, doing their scholar, the things you do for your guild, making the guild doodles for the scholar. So, but like other characters like will end up getting scholar materials. And so it's convenient sometimes to like pull out the thing, throw all the materials in there, and then put the carryall back in. And so what I will do then with my scholar, I'll just pull these out, do the crafting I need to do, and then put them back here in the scholar tab. Also, that helps me keep track because then I don't have to go, well, what is in this carryall? What is in this carryall? What's in that carryall? Because as Just Right points out, she says, I still wish you could label the carryalls, and boy, do we all. Yeah, because one looks just like another and there's no way to tell what's inside of it. without opening it up and looking at it. So that's why, another reason why I keep them in my shared storage. Here, I'll do a sort again. So notice that I have one tab that's carryalls, and that's kind of like where my generic carryalls go. So like my die carryall, my medium instrument carryall, and a small one that's empty right now. And then like all the ones that pertain to my cook are in my cook tab over here. All the ones that pertain to my scholar or to farming are in my scholar and farming tab here. All the ones that pertain to the tailor, when I'm done, I'll put them back in the tailor one. And then I have a tab for housing, because I'm trying not to carry a lot of housing stuff around in my shared storage, but it piles up. So in my housing tab, which I've labeled as temporary because I don't want things to sit here, but yet they do. But anyway, I have my housing carryall in there because what I do is I actually have two housing carryalls. I have a large one and a small one. And in my small one, I have a lot of those, the things that I get multiples of. So like the Karis Galadrin mural alcove, I have it set to auto gather. So for example, one of my other characters dropped this in, so I'm going to pull it out and it automatically gathers it for me, which is fantastic. Do I have any more? Here's another one. Yeah. So that's how I try to, like, everything that I have a big pile of, they go in here. Like the War of the Three Peaks map table, every one of my characters gets one of those. So most of them are in here. I have like one set out. The mural alcove, they're also going in this, let's see what else. The Blazon of Great Alliance, the Light from Gundabad. So those things that every character gets because I bought the expansion. I'm just putting them all in the small housing carryall, and because there's only so many of those so far. So that's how I keep track of what's where, and B4 has a similar setup, and yeah, during his stream he can show you his setup. Actually, it's very similar but more tidy, basically. So somebody says, "Pretty kitty." Yes, you are. This is Casper over here. He's around 6 years old. He has been with us, well, it'll be a year in May. And then we also have another cat, Kato, and she is 8 years old, or was when we got her. At least that's what the shelter said. And she's also around here somewhere. They've had a stressful day of a plumber making lots of noises in the house, and so they're finally kind of settling in for the day, which is great. Just in time to come on stream. Hooray! So yes, I have all sorts of stuff in my inventory. All right, so let's see. What do I need to do here in this town? Hey, it looks like we are on the same quest. Fantastic. Where are you at? Are you outside? I am at the point where spoilers have happened, and we're gonna go try and catch somebody. Okay, fantastic. Somebody did a thing, and stuff happened, and actually, I am tempted to not do that on screen because it's spoilery. But you catch up. You go ahead and keep catching up because we're gonna do some of these other things. So let me pop that off. Okay, so we're gonna do this and or this, and let me find out what those are. Riders of Nimbarth. I'm not sure where that one is. Oh. No. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Seeking the Scouts is also in that same way over there. And then we have Crumbled Towers, which is, yeah, up by Carnost. Okay, Carnost. I have a feeling they're going to send us that way. I think we should go do the stuff by Nimbarth. I'm feeling like that was a vector that we've kind of ignored or something. So yeah. I say, when you are back here by Boromir and Meneldir, we're just going to ride cross country over to Nimbarth. I mean, we could go to Surlock's farm and come down from there. Let's see, how far is that?
What can I do for you?
Can we get there? Oh yeah, we could do that. So, okay, cool. So, yeah. Aaron Bard says, I'm new to Twitch. Do you have a labeling method so that I can find this stream again to review your carry-all setup? Kind of, sort of. Let's see. How do I find my list? So every week I add my streams in Twitch to a list that is my Twitch streams in Twitch. Finding that list has never been easy for me, though. So we have a link. Before it's going to find it faster than me. That's just, I'm giving you, like, I'm Cassandra giving you the future. Because I'm still looking. But the other thing is that I also cross-post them, my videos, on my Beyond the Shire YouTube page. And which is, so let me, I can pull that up pretty fast. I know how to find that. So if you can't find it in the Twitch, you can find it, my videos are here too. Okay, so there we go. Oh, well, we're both doing the YouTube. Okay, I thought you were going to find the Twitch list. Yeah, the Twitch list is, I don't know why it's so hard to find. It's really weird. But yes, so you can see the same videos. I cross-post them over onto my YouTube channel. And so you can see them there, and you can, pause and all of that. Yeah, you're welcome. So this one will be uploaded later on tonight. Like, I generally try to upload mine while he's doing his stream right after, so that way that I don't forget to do it, because if I forget to do it, it'll be next week, and I'll be like, hey, did I upload that stream? And then the answer is no. So, yeah, I'll try to do it tonight. Ah, there we go. There's the Twitch collection. Thank you very much. So since we're on Twitch, I want to make sure I encourage people to also utilize Twitch if possible. But yes, just because I understand how hard it is to find these, I do cross-post them on my YouTube. And then also you can, like, if you have a question or something, you can always, like, type on the YouTube and be like, hey, you said this, what does that mean? Or can you give me more information? And I can post links to the wiki and stuff like that. So that's kind of handy. Okay, so come on over to the Stable Master. And we're going to Stable Master our way across town. Hey, I see a cattle. I see a little silhouette of a cattle. Catch a mouse, catch a mouse. She's over on your left. Okay, so we're gonna, did you take the swift travel to Skurlock's farm? Excellent. All right, so we're gonna pop over there, and then we'll just run down. Oh, do you wanna come up? I sort of have a lap for you. She really likes it when I put, like, a blanket over my lap. And, yeah, Aaron Bard, I make up little snippets of lyrics all the time. I just never actually complete the songs. Like, I have an appreciation for Weird Al, both in the fact that I like to make up lyrics for things, and also because he takes it further and is able to actually finish things. Uh-oh. You're picking up quests. I wasn't planning for us to pick up quests here. No, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop. We're not here for quests. We'll come back. Stop, stop. We'll remember. Come, follow. Follow me, because I bet they'll send us here. Somebody will tell us we gotta go here. I'm certain. Come on. Come up. We're headed south. Although, wow, this looks like incredibly hard to traverse terrain in a straight line. But I'm finding a path, sort of. Oh, well, we're about to go in the water, I think. This is fine. Oh, interesting. We are following the water. Okay. Are you coming up or what? Oh, Casper, you didn't have to leave. Oh, well, if there's activity around him, he's like, gotta go. You're like, dude, you were totally chill. There's no reason to get up. Hey. Come here. Cato. Kitty, kitty. What you doing? There you go. Good job. I made a lap for you. That's okay. You don't have to want it. Okay, let's see if we can get up on land here. And we can mount back up. There you go. Come here. Come here, sweetie. There we go. So this is Cato. She's a little bit smaller than Casper. What you doing? You smelling treats? Yeah, he ate them. I gave him some treats. All right, let's see. Continuing to the south. To the south. Away. So as you can tell, we haven't gone through this part of... We went around and got all the stable masters just because we could. But we had some quests that, like, from here sent us off to over here. And we just keep ignoring them because we got distracted by everything going on in Herne. I was like, yeah, we're going to go through Cardolan today. And we, like, got from, like, here to Herne. And that was as far as we got. Like, okay, here we go. We found Naggin stones. We found a bunch of diseased wargs. Uh-oh, it's sending you back into the water. Oh, before we get in the water, I think there's a person we gotta talk to over here. There we go. This might be one of the rings we've been doing. All right, so what do you know?
Hold.
They say, hold, stay where you are. Says, you do not seem to be like the men I have seen occupying Nimbarth. Burl sent you, did he? Well, I am indeed Saoril. Saoril. I have not yet returned because I've been seeing riders coming and going from the fortress at all hours. They must be the means by which orders are being delivered to the orcs in Tharbad. You look like you can handle yourself. If you come across one of these riders, take them down and bring me any correspondences that you find. So this is the person we're helping out over here. Cool. All right, and then we also have a ring across the water. So let's go. Whee! Oh, Casper is in a box. Cato is watching Casper in the box. Casper is watching a human while being in the box. So this is like this whole chain. And now we are watching Cato, who is watching Casper, who is watching a human while he's in a box. The cat's in the box, not the human. Oh, you've gone a different direction. You found a person. All right, I'm on my way. I was headed towards the whites on the map. Oh, you found another person to talk to. All right, what does she know? She says, my favorite dagger was stolen by half-orcs, and I want it back. I think one of their captains must have it by now over there in Nimbarth. Get it back for me, and I'll reward you. See if I don't. I don't know. What will I see? So what is she giving us? Oh, iron coins of Cardolan, reputation with the Dunedain of Cardolan, and... No, Hobbit made stuff. Hey, this would be a great place for madam hunting. I have a new deed, Goblin Slayer. Hey, I've collected some orders.
Goblin Slayer of Cardolan?
Yeah. Deed bestowed, Goblin Slayer of Cardolan. Yeah. Now, who are these people over here? We have a Dunlending scout. 2 scouts reach for their weapons, but the third shakes her head to stop them. Oh, hey, Mariona, tell us about yourself. She said, Ryderick sent a Devodiad to check on us. Has he no faith? With no Ryderick to glare at, the woman settles for the next best thing, glaring at you. A few seconds pass before she relents and sighs. Perhaps I am being too hasty, as he would say, which is funny because our kin name is that. If you truly intend to aid us, then I'll allow for it. I know she took your chair. What you gonna do, Casper? He just walked back.
Hi.
She says, these half-orcs serve a wizard who is bent on spreading the war as far as he can. We plan to assassinate the half-orc leaders, but Ryderick was captured in the attempt. Rescuing him put the entire camp on high alert. Since we are currently 1 short, you can act as the distraction. And we're 2, so we can stand on top of each other, right? Fight the half-orcs so that the 3 of us can move in undetected. Yeah, we could do that. Here, I'll show you how I can be undetected. Woo! See? Covered in bees! Or bats. Covered in bats! It kind of works. Oh, hey, there's a doodly behind us. I think somebody else just ran through here and they're just starting to respawn. Because I saw somebody else running out as we were running in. Are you a scholar? No, you're not a scholar. On the other server, you're a scholar. That's what it is. We've been playing on Crick Hollow with a friend of ours, and so on that server before is playing a scholar. Totally different. A different Affadil, that's a scholar. So, or I'm always like on high alert for scholar materials. Be like, hey, there's something for you. Because, you know, in those early levels, it's not so easy to find. Wow. I did not finish that. Oh, I got a quest item, though. I got a Reminder of Home necklace, which I found on a defeated half-orc. Must have been taken as a trophy from someone recently. Oh, the materials that were used to craft the necklace are clearly not local. With your knowledge, the only people who've come to Nimbarth are Mariona and her scouts who keep watch outside the ruins, so it might be worth asking her if she recognizes the necklace. Sure, can do. Did you get that one also? A Reminder of Home. Yes, you did. Awesome. Okay. Well, let's see. What else are we doing here? Oh, and Crumble Towers is elsewhere. Darn it. I keep thinking we're going to get that out of the way, but we're not. I'll just take it off of here. That's in a different location, princess. All right. Well, did we do everything she asked us to do?
Yeah, I'm still
Ooh, Mariona, she's right here. Okay, yeah, Reminder of Home, the necklace. Yes, I know who its owner is, she says. The half-orcs must have taken it off of Riderick when they captured him. If you'd like to return to him, he should still be resting at the camp near Tharbad, southwest of here. Okay. Cool, and secondary plan. Oh, cat is melting. You fought admirably. Yes, I kept a close eye on you. There have been some who have tried to betray us. Caution has kept my people alive thus far. We shall stay here for a bit longer and continue watching the half-orcs' activities. If you can, please let Riderick know what has happened. Can do. Yeah, she does this thing where she like tucks her paws behind her and then she lays her head down, and so she just becomes like flatter and flatter as she goes, and I just joke that's like she melted. Our cat melted. Have I heard anything, asks Ehrenbard in the chat, about nicer Hobbit furniture? Well, I don't know. It depends on your definition of nicer. Have you looked at the furniture in the Spring Festival, which, hang on, I'll look up the date here, is coming up in... Actually, let me just go to my character biography, because that's behind the other stuff. The Spring Festival is going to be March 9th, so a month from now. In the, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Spring Festival. They have the Gammers furniture, and there's, when you do the, sorry, hang on a second. Instance Finder. When you do the seasonal instances in the spring, so like Bees Big Business, Spring Big Bees Business, or Boss from the Vaults, Naruho the Red Maid, the Spring Bees Big Business, for example, gives you festivity tokens, which you then barter with, I forgot her name, Verbena Greenhand, a hobbit, and she'll be right there. And she has like Gammer's Better furniture set or something like that. So yeah, the Gammer set's quite nice. So that would be, I would say keep an eye out for that in the Spring Festival. That might suit your needs there. So, okay, she says, the dagger, you got it back. I never doubted you, but I have to say, this dagger has seen better days. Look at all the dried blood on the blade. I don't want to think about whose blood it might be. I don't think this dagger is my favorite anymore. I did promise you a reward, and I will not go back on my word. It is a shame, though. It was such a nice dagger. Indeed. Okay, so let me turn this in. Yeah, that'll do. So, yes, the Gammer is better than Rough Benches. Oh, B4 did point out that in the 2023 letter that got published last month, they said, quote, "We will expand the rewards for the Spring Festival." So B4 is hoping that means more and or different cosmetic options. So there might be more furniture, but I think when they did the Gamma furniture, that was pretty nice. That's some pretty good Hobbit furniture. So I would expect they wouldn't be adding any more furniture, another furniture set like that. They might add a few more pieces though. That wouldn't surprise me, because it definitely seemed like the kind of thing where they could like go back and add more stuff, you know, and still have it be within theme. That'd be pretty cool.
Found some, did you? Well then, let's have them here.
She said, "Found some, did you? Well then, let's have them." Okay.
The missive you
She says, "The missive you recovered is troubling. The orcs in Tharbad have noticed Stonecrop's group and are calling for reinforcements. They mean to attack soon. I think we can use this to our advantage. Here is where you come in." Again. Okay. "I have rewritten the orders to say that we are not a threat and to ignore our presence. A few of the other missives now have wording that I am sure will still stir chaos and confusion, with the goal of having those at Nimbarth start to question the orcs at Tharbad. It won't hold them off for long, but possibly long enough for us to plan our next move. Go to Nimbarth and plant these orders where someone in charge may discover them." Okay, so we're going to go plant some fake orders. Let's do it. And then I think I'm going to finish up here in not too long. And then, as always, B4 will be on after me doing his stream Plugging Along, wherein he talks about and works on Lotro plugins during the stream. He's working on an updated version of the deed tracker, and so yeah, he'll be able to talk more about that on his stream. And show you what's going on with that. And then, of course, any Lotro questions at all, like, we're happy to always talk about Lotro stuff on the streams. All right, so let's go turn this, or we'll drop off some orders. I think we're going somewhere different. Oh, but hey, places to plant orders. Sure. Yeah, I think we may have come up this way from a mission. I agree. Oh, we have to plant 5 different ones. Okay, well, that's fine. We got to sow a lot of discord, you know. Oh, really? It disappears? Interesting. So, placing the orders, it disappeared. Well, how many do you have? Do you have 0? Oh, we each have to do it. How annoying. Okay. I also have 2. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll find them in pairs and we can just take turns, like, I'll take the left, you take the right kind of thing. Awesome. So that puts me at 3 out of 5. We'll just wait for this one to come on back. We'll just take out a few guys while we're waiting. I have to face the target. What, I can't just throw orders over my shoulder and call it good? Guess I have to plant them very carefully. So yes, and before I said, what about gaffer furniture to go with the Gamma furniture? I suppose that's a possibility. They might, who knows? They could have Gammer's furniture and Gaffer's dishes. They would go well together. Very complementary items, you know? Dishes and furniture. Put it on the table. Oh my gosh. That'd be crazy if you had to have like a hook for each dish. Oh my gosh, that'd be great. No. Okay, I've planted some fake orders. Yeah, grandmother's cottage vibe, says Aaron Bart. I agree. I think that's what they were going for. I think it's lovely. We did a whole room of that in our kin house on Evernight, but we're hardly ever on Evernight now, so it just sits there with not anybody sitting on it, sadly. I think Casper's over there meowing. Silly boy. Sometimes he wanders off and then he starts meowing like, hey, where is everybody? Oh, I thought you were... Yeah, okay. I thought you were attacking things. I was like, wait, whoops, I wasn't ready. I didn't stop. Anyway, yeah, furniture good, cat crying, very silly. All right, so I think we'll turn this in. Oops, I got stuck on a big rock. Let's go around this big rock. Swim to the side, swim around. All right, let's try again. She says, you return. Thank you for what you have done here. You have given the people of Cardolan more of a fighting chance, to be sure. Awesome. Okay, so it looks like they are sending us back to back down towards Tharbad to turn some stuff in. So while we round up, I'll start writing us that way we can turn those in. Oh, do we have a milestone in... Where do we have a milestone at? In Harn? Oh yeah, okay. We'll just take a stable we'll just milestone over to Harn. So, you wish the furniture looked cleaner? I didn't notice it. It didn't look clean. Interesting. Yeah, we set up a cute little cozy sitting area around the fireplace, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was neat. Okay, so we want to take the stable master down to... What is that place called? Tharbad. Oh, it is Tharbad. Well, look, it's outside of Tharbad, so I didn't think it would be. How can I be of service? All right, so we'll pop down there. Greater Tharbad. Camera's plastic furniture cover. Oh my gosh. Right? How many people had that experience of, yeah, going to an older relative's house and the furniture's covered in plastic? Oh. You don't see that as much anymore. I do remember also, though, there being like little cloth sides that go over the arms, you know, so because that's where you always put your arms, and that way it wouldn't rub through that fabric on the arm on the armchair. So yeah. Oh hey, here's this person. We're gonna turn in his reminder of home. He says, my necklace, I didn't think I'd see it again. To tell the truth, the loss of my necklace pained me more than my actual injuries. It's all I have left of Dunland. Perhaps I'll return home one day. I hope so. Aww. And then his other one, he says, everyone is safe then, and the half-orcs have been dealt with. This is excellent news. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Well, it was a wager, but the odds were in my favor. After all, there must be more good in the world than bad. His smile widens and says, thank you. All right, so I think that takes care of everything that we were going to turn in here. And then we just have vectors to send us back out into the world. So we will leave that for another day. So if you have any final questions, go ahead and drop that in the chat. B4 is getting set up over there. So cool. All right, so I will be back next Tuesday as usual. We'll probably do some more Ill Omens because it runs through the month of February. It'll be a different set because it rotates again by 4 days, and next week is 7 days. So it'll be something different. So that'll be cool. So you'll get to see a different set. And all right, well, until then, have a fabulous week, everybody. And we will see you next time. And as always, in the meantime, make sure you stay connected to the Hobbit side of your heart. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.